Hello Scorpio, you find me as the weather is turning, like the sky is suddenly darkening. It's like a 19th century novel, like Wuthering Heights or something. Ooh. It's very scorpionic. You've got sirens in the background, it feels portentous. Yes. Okay, as I'm doing this, we're still in Scorpio season. I'm doing it early and it feels really deep. And the only people that are able to cope with Scorpio season are Scorpios. That's my contention anyway. Let me know in the comments section if you agree. So I'm also using a different deck for you than I've been using for everyone else. Who knows why, but we're just going to crack on. We're going to look at your love life. We're going to look at career, destiny, channeled messages, anything that comes in. Gosh, we're going big already. Overall energy, Scorpio, and the rain has started to lash down on the window, is the 10 of Pentacles together with the World. Now, I like this for you because I am sure you are coming to the end of a cycle. And I feel it's reflected in the doorway here. And it's actually both spiritual and material. So you might find spiritually that things feel different. You feel like as we're going into 2024 that you're shedding something, that you're moving into something else. It's like a snake shedding its skin. And very often with the World card, it's either this or they have Ouroboros, the snake, you know, that's got its tail rammed into its mouth. In my end is my beginning. So for you, I'm getting a sort of channel of spiraling things, but spiraling in a good way that Scorpios can cope with, but also spiraling out. You know, if something spirals upwards, it's actually getting out. Say if it was stuck in quicksand or in the sand or whatever, like a snake, it would spiral its way up. Snakes are going to be a thing for you, like as a talisman. For some of you, you've got jewellery shaped like a snake, okay? Leave me a comment if that resonates, and I know that it does. Okay, so we're bringing this energy in. There are concrete things changing at the same time. This is real life stuff. It's what I call meat and potatoes, this card. The things that are changing for you are fixed things, what you do for a living, how you earn money, how you gain your security, your future. It's like building bricks, you know, you're deciding where to build your house now. Oof, card's fallen on the floor, hang on. Love it when a card falls on the floor. Okay, this makes sense. There's a lot of guarding here. You need to have your boundaries under control with somebody. Now, this might have been going on for a while. For some of you, it's work related. The Queen of Swords can be a right royal pain in the backside. It's somebody who either is jealous of you or somebody who's micromanaging you, or just the fact that you need to have your boundaries straight, probably in your love life and in your career, and maybe with your family as well. So for you, and this happened to Taurus, who I think is your opposite sign, isn't it? This happened to Taurus in 2023. Like from the get-go in January, it was boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Just came up all the time for Taurus. Now, you're normally quite good with boundaries as Scorpios, but everybody has their Achilles heel, okay? You have your soft spot. You know what it is, but so does somebody else, okay? We have that together with the Knight of Pentacles, which normally I would say when you get the Knight of Pentacles, you know, remember that it's seasonal. We need to take things slowly. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I also get that the Knight of Pentacles is a guard, and I have never ever thought that before because I haven't needed to. But you do, Scorpio. This is about guarding yourself. Both of these people, I'm going to flip the camera so we can see the cards. Possibly we'll just be looking at a pair of knickers on the floor if I haven't got it right. Hang on. Let me just do that a little. There you go. Very professional. Right, Scorpio. You can see these two are guarding people. These two are cycles. This is the overall energy. This is the boundaries, the need to guard. People might be accusing you of being paranoid or defensive, okay? People very often accuse you of being paranoid and defensive when they're lying to you or there's something to hide. Now, I don't know yet if they are or if there is, but I know there's something in the air about you trusting your own judgment, okay? Let's look a bit further. If this resonates, Scorpio, there's always an extended reading every month. In the extended reading, we take all the cards when we get to the end of this reading and we clarify them. We do a love reading. How do they feel about you? What's going on with your person? And we look at the shadow side and get our hands dirty with some channeling. Not for the faint-hearted, but you're probably not faint-hearted. So if this really resonates, it's the first link in the description box. Look at that. Look. These two are almost like, you know, when guards go towards each other and then they change and they both turn in different directions, like when they're guarding the Queen. Quite like this. Look at that, guarding the Queen, and there she is. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Scorpio, almost whether you like it or not, but I think you are going to like it. Venus in Virgo. A card of financial independence, standing in your truth, standing in the garden, but also you earned everything. This woman is rich. She's earned everything. She's, you know, grapes always signify abundance. She's got the grapes, she's got the jewelry, she's got the bird of paradise, but she's done it all herself. There's a need for you, whether you are in a relationship or not in a relationship, to be independent in some way. To be financially independent in some way, or to at least be making inquiries about your future, about your stability, about your security, about your investments. Whether your investment is £1 million, you know, in a trust, or 5 pence in your piggy bank, it doesn't matter. Take care of it. Oof, yeah. And we get the Hermit. So Scorpio, some of you are going to be, see how the Hermit has come out on the edge of the reading? I mean, actually, that's where the Hermit should be. That's where hermits live, on the edge of society. But there's something here about you needing to do some serious study. You may be learning a new skill. It may be just you getting very, very straight about your finances. And you're doing it, you're looking, you're researching, you're watching videos or reading books. Just for a few of you also, well, I'm going to look at your love life in a minute, but just for a few of you, this may be a person who is hiding a little, okay? It can be sometimes. Not for many of you that, but just for 1 or 2 of you. Okay. I'm just going to take 2 more cards, and they're like free cards, as in, I don't know why we're doing it. We're just going to do it. So we've got the Emperor and we've got the 2 of Swords. Wow. New Moon in this card and the Blindfold. So there is something, there's a lot going on here about authority and about protection. For some of you, there may be someone in a relationship with you, whether it's friends, lovers, married, best mates, you know, whatever, colleagues even. Somebody wants to protect you. But at the same time, you might not entirely trust them. And this is a bit of a battle between the 2 of you on this front. Some of the things that are going to be happening as you tip over into 2024 are going to be happening fairly unknown. You must trust that process, Scorpio, whether it's love life, whether it's progressing in your career, whether it's shoring up your finances or following up on your dreams. You're not going to get the benefit of seeing what's coming. Sometimes in life, it's like driving through fog, isn't it? We just need to follow the lights of the car in front and just keep going slowly. There's a sense of slowness about this. Nothing that's going to be good for you is going to happen quick at this time, okay? And that's okay, because Scorpios have infinite patience. I know Scorpios who are, well, I don't know a Scorpio who's impatient. I really don't. And I know a few. So then we got the Emperor, divine masculine energy, but also the energy of the father. So Scorpio, you might need to ask yourself the question, what about the father? Now this, and again, we've got this as a cycle. So this can be how you learned about money. It can be about authority, how you feel about authority, how you were taught, how you were brought up by your father. This may come into things. You're going to be having some pretty deep processes going on here as the Hermit. You may go into therapy. You may read about attachment styles. Any of those things, and say hello in the comments if you're getting this, okay? I always feel like with Scorpios that I shouldn't say that, because there's not many Scorpios I know who want to go blabbing their stuff in the comment section. Just say hello if you don't want to blab the farm. No worries, I get you. Okay, let's have a look at your love life. Oh yeah, of course you get that card. Right. I'm going to have to censor it a little bit with my fingers just because of YouTube. Oh God, I can't show you that way. I've come over all of a flustered. You get the Lovers, okay? The Lovers. And I'm going to have to, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to cover it up with that one. Just remember it's there, okay? Underneath the Two of Swords. It's ridiculous, but there we have it. So, only you, Scorpio, could I say, let's look at your love life. And when we flip the card, it's the Lovers. Hot and heavy. I like it. It feels like there will be a change of direction. Normally with the Lovers, and I'm just going to shut the curtain so that we don't get the sun too much, because then you can't see the cards. Normally with the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice, and there is this element of choosing. For me, it's like a path going in different directions. You are definitely closing out a cycle. So necessarily you're opening a new one. And at the moment, it's a mystery. It is going to be convenient in terms of the calendar, and it will be happening around the time where you go into 2024. So that's good, because you've got that kind of New Year energy. And if you don't, even if you don't make resolutions, I want to say revolutions then, even if you don't make resolutions, it's still easy to kind of know, and everybody feels like they're tipping into a new year, but you really are, okay? Something here, this is steamy, it's passionate. We've got alpha going on, we've got alpha energy, got divine masculine energy. It's very, very alpha, but I kind of like it. But it's also, for a few of you, going to depend on what about the father, and that's a question that is entirely personal and will mean different things for different people, but it's still in there, Scorpio. Let's keep going. Oh my God. I knew you were going to get that card. So look, when you get the Queen of Swords, and it's like a sort of mini version of Justice, it's minor arcana, something about the swords in this reading is drawing me towards a truth, or a need to establish a truth. The need for you to find your truth. That is what the Hermit does. Never mind the love, never mind someone else, never mind any of it. What is your truth? Scorpio, get a bit of paper or do it on your phone and literally don't think about it too much. These 5 things I know to be true. And then you'd be very surprised. Don't let yourself censor it. Scorpio, that is one of the difficult things about being a Scorpio, is your own personal mental censorship of yourself. So let it hang out a bit, okay? 5 things I know to be true. You will then take that piece of paper and dispose of it how you like, or you can put it in an envelope and then pick it up again mid-month January 2024. You'll be surprised, okay? Truth, veritas, it's for you. You need to find out your truth. Now, necessarily, Scorpio, when we embark on a journey to find out our own truth, what happens is we find out the truth of those around us. It could even be tracing your family history, looking back at ancestry, finding out your family motto, your family truth. 10 of Pentacles is the family card. It often has the family crest. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad, and I don't think it's helpful once you're a mature adult to label it good or bad. Be curious about it and don't be quick to label it. And in your love life, it's the same thing. I mean, after all, I've asked for cards for your love life. We're like the Lover's Justice, and we kind of got the Emperor thrown in as well. And that's after the Hermit. So that's a lot of major arcanas. I'm declaring spiritual big jobs, okay? This is spiritual shenanigans, life informing, life enhancing. It's a big deal. Big ticket items for 2024. Exciting. Okay. What do we need to know about this quest for the truth? How does it relate to love life? Oh my God. How many majors do you want? Oh my God. Goosebumps now. Right. Absolutely. I'm making a declaration. Major reading. Okay. Major reading. Literally major reading. Whole strip, apart from where I've covered those bumps up. Whole strip of majors. Right. Destiny cards. Divine feminine energy. Woohoo! I knew it was going to be big, your reading. Okay. We've got alpha. We've got alpha in your relationships. We've got someone who wants to initiate. We've got somebody who I feel a bit of excitement about, actually. I don't know why it feels exciting, but it also feels a bit karmic. And a lot of this rests on what about the father? So ask yourself about the truths. Ask yourself about that question. The Lovers is a change. It's a turn. In Italian, they call it volta, I think, when you do it for sonnets. You have 8 lines and then you have 6 lines. And in the middle of that, there will be a turn in the narrative. So if your life, your love life, and your life actually, were a sonnet, we'd be at the turn. Okay? That there is the cycle where we wrote the first 8 lines. Now we need to turn it on its head. We've got the turn. Oh my God. Right. So we got Justice, putting things to the truth. Libran energy as well, being very balanced. Gemini energy with the Lovers. We've got fire sign energy with the Emperor. We've got it all really, because we've got the Chariot, which is Cancerian. We've got Temperance, which is Sagittarian. Hey up. Okay. The Lovers is a card where there's 2 people. And there is a sense of going in same direction, different direction, or choosing a direction. The Chariot is a card where there is a choice being made, usually. You have decided which way to go, but at the same time, there is still some part of you that wants to go the other way. You have to maintain 2 horses on one backside. This is what the Charioteer does. They don't necessarily cooperate with each other. I would say that in December, and probably at least till mid-January, that you are going to be in quite a sense of drama and confusion. But it's neither good nor bad. It's just interesting. And I would be observing it if I was you, rather than leaping to doing something about it or, you know, making something of it, reacting. I wouldn't react straight away. There is something about a relationship, either a current one or one that you will form, where you have to decide where you're going to live, maybe, what you're going to call it, what you're going to do, what is truth. The truth will become a central part of that relationship, and also your discovery of your own personal truth and looking back over your family for their truth. Okay, and then we get Temperance. And Temperance, for me, she always has her feet in the source, which is, it's kind of your subconscious. But it's also the path to the truth. Can you see that? The path that goes off. It's not quick. It's something, do you remember how photographs, used to be made, probably you don't if you're young, but if you're older, how they used to be like dunked in that solution in a tray, and then you'd sort of look at the photograph, and all that, there's chemicals that stank, and then a vision would come out of it, wouldn't it? It's an amazing process, really. It feels to me that that's what's happening to you. And when that vision, whether it's to do with a relationship, or it will be the whole bit, it will be everything. When that comes up for you, it feels like you're going to need to accept both sides. In this relationship, there is something that you find contentious. You find it difficult, but there is also so much of the good stuff too. And I think what you're going to manage to do in 2024, either with a new person or someone you're already with, is take the good with the bad and decide that the good shall win. But the only way you can do that is by dissecting everything to know what you're dealing with. A Scorpio must know what they're dealing with. You're not really fly by the seat of your pants type people, okay? God, woof. More majors, okay. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. Keep an eye on this card. It's a very spiritual card. I actually quite like this for you. At times, in all of your relationships, romantic with this one, work, your relationship with the world, your family, there will be times when you will be alone in 2024 and as we turn that corner. But it's necessary, and it doesn't mean you will be splitting up or you will be lonely. You might, but it doesn't really mean that. It means there are times when you need to stand on the precipice of truth. You need to discover what it is, and then you stand on that precipice. And then here we've got the Hierophant, which I'm quite pleased to see. The Hierophant represents commitment. It can represent marriage. It represents learning, the guru, spirituality. You find the key to something in 2024, and I really like this for you because it screams authenticity to me. You find an authentic relationship, or you make your relationship authentic by asking the right questions and being on a quest for the truth. Woof! In the extended reading, I'm going to get another deck. I'm going to do a love reading from scratch in the extended, and I'm going to clarify a couple of the cards here as well, particularly the lovers. Right, let's have a look at your love oracle cards. Well, that's nice, isn't it? I'll take 3 of these. Yes. Just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there's so much exciting stuff here about what you're going to be doing and your inner journey. It's amazing. So we start off with the very nice card of connection. But this connection is to do with you making a connection with yourself first. And then somehow that makes you very magnetic. And it also cleans up your vibration. In the past, Scorpio, some of you may have attracted some low vibrational people. And that's no fun for anyone, okay? This is about raising that vibration and attracting a higher vibrational person or people in general towards you. It's also, just in romantic terms, a real sweet connection with a genuine person, and I really like that. Life purpose is part of everything. Your truth will guide you. It will shine out. You may become a teacher, a lecturer, a spiritual leader of some kind. And then inner peace, again, this is when you're in your hermit mode. And you know, you don't have to have a smelly old sackcloth on or go into a cave at the edge of society. You can just do it from your front room or your altar or your bed or whatever it is. But Scorpio, you are on as much of an inner journey as we move into 2024 as you are an outer journey. And it's incredible. Hold on to your hat, Scorpio. This is it. Right, I am going to go and do the extended reading. I'm going to choose you a different deck completely. Yep, I don't know which one yet, but I've got a little idea. If you want the extended reading, that is the first link in the description box, and I will see you in a minute. If not, leave me a comment if you want to, or say hello. Okay, I read all my comments and I try to reply to as many as I can. See you soon. Namaste.